Did you know that trading with the trend can increase your win rate by up to 40%? Within this video, I'm going to share a ICT based strategy that you can personally use and take away from this video and incorporate within your own trading system. I'm going to highlight a very effective trend based strategy which really will transform your trading experience. So without further ado, let's just jump straight in here, guys, and I'm going to break this down step by step. Okay, so this involves a incorporation of fair value gaps in correspondence to 4-hour point of interests or 4-hour order blocks. Okay, so what you can see here is this is XAU USD, also known as gold, on the 4-hour time frame. Okay, let's pop over to the daily, and you can see we have printed this daily fair value gap indicating extremely bearish price action to the downside. Okay, this daily fair value gap here indicates to us as traders that momentum is really heading to the downside. Okay, so therefore sellers are in control of this market. Okay, so this basically gives us our higher time frame bias. Therefore, we are only looking for shorts out of this area. Okay, so we can only look for shorts from this bearish daily fair value gap. Okay, so now that we understand that the trend is to the downside, what we want to do is pop over to the 4-hour time frame, and this is the execution time frame where we're going to be looking to get involved in this market. Okay, now that we're on the 4-hour, what we can do is identify our 4-hour order block. Okay, so the order block is essentially the last up move before the aggressive sell-off. Okay, so we can mark that on here. You can see it's this candle here, which essentially pushed to the upside. So we pushed to the upside here, and then essentially we had that aggressive sell-off to the downside shortly followed by that liquidity grab. So essentially liquidity was grabbed here, and then the market was dumped off to the downside. So in terms of pinpointing an entry, we want to be entering off this 4-hour order block. Okay, 4-hour order block. In terms of a stop loss, you know, if you want to be very aggressive, you can have a stop loss just above the order block. However, I like to be a little bit more conservative, and I like to give my trades a little bit more room to play out, okay? Because I don't want to be too aggressive with the stop losses. In terms of a logical target, we've got the daily lows down at the bottom here, and this is where we're going to be looking at taking profit, at least most of the position, at around a 1 to 3 risk to reward. Okay, so essentially what we have here is we have daily fair value gap to the downside, indicating bearish momentum, and we have a order block within this area, within the fair value gap. Okay, it's okay even if this order block's a little bit higher up, just above the fair value gap. The main thing is that we have a convergence of these two confluences that indicate, you know, that this is the most likely place where sellers are going to look to step back into the market. So we're going to be looking for something like this, a retrace back into that order block, and then we can look to short off of that order block and then look to target down at range lows. Okay, so let's play price on here. Okay, and we're patiently waiting. This is a limit order that's within the market, and we're waiting to be triggered right here. One thing to maybe note is, you know, this is you've got to be extremely patient, waiting for your order to be executed within the market. A lot of new traders become very impatient. You know, they're not able to wait for price to actually come to the area of value, come to the point of interest, and that's when you really make trading mistakes. Okay, so we're triggered in right here on this retrace back into the 4-hour order block. Let's just mark that on here. So that is a 4-hour order block. we're back into that area here, and we're triggered right into this trade on gold. Okay, we're now trading to the downside, and you can see ultimately the 1 to 3 was smashed on this trade. Okay, and this is how you use daily fair value gaps in confluence to order blocks in order to pinpoint a trend following play. Okay, that's it for this one, and this really is an extremely profitable strategy, especially when trading XAU USD, also known as gold. Okay, take care guys, bye bye.